Adam, can we just maybe start with what it's going to take for you guys to kind of recalibrate here heading into game two?
Yeah, we just go out and play our game. It's the mood in here is good. They were a calm, confident group. So just go out, get to our game, play our game, and then make sure we do that for a full 60.
We know the story of game one with the special teams. How do you guys kind of regroup after a period like that?
Again, it's just a reset. You watch, you see what maybe mistakes or adjustments need to be made, and we talk about those, and you just go out and make them. We just go out, play our game. Like I said, we're a confident group that with our 5-on-5 game and even special teams game, that we can go out and win.
How fine is the margin? Like when you look at a game when the penalty kill was great versus a game like last game. Just small details, pretty fine margin.
Yeah, small details. Little things that go into it that end up being big in the end of the day. But we've had that in the past, and we make those adjustments. We talk about it again, and again, just get into our game. The confidence in here is high. That we can go out there and play and win and do what we have to do and to get that win.
When there's screens in front of your goaltender, and sometimes it's you guys, is something going wrong? Like, should you be able to kill penalties and clear the front of the net without screening your goalie?
Perfect world, I guess, but those things happen, and depending on I guess the systems of the penalty kill or how we do things, teams kill differently, and sometimes there's screens, sometimes there's not, or sometimes you're pressuring in different situations, and I think it's just all about how you kill, and when we can take those things away, you certainly want to, and obviously give Stu the best able to see the puck, but at the same time, we got to do a job in front of him to either make a block or a box out or whatever it may be.
There's a lot of talk about the special teams. A lot of it has to do with confidence, right? Not necessarily the X's and O's. Last year when you guys were jumping over the boards kill penalty, it felt like it was going to get killed regardless. I guess how do you build up that confidence, and is that
it's still there. We know what we have to do. We want to be skating, be able to put pressure and put them in difficult situations when you can. And I think all the guys on the penalty kill understand that and understand when we need to pressure and when we need to be, have that high intensity and make it difficult on them.
You get a good feel. You can scout a power play as much as you want, but you actually have to play it to get a good feel of it.
Yeah, once you're out there and playing, you can tend to pick up on certain guys' tendencies when they're in certain spots. They got a lot of good players. They're going to make good plays, but you just have to try to limit those opportunities, limit those chances, and like I said, try to put them in difficult positions to make those plays.
Adam, maybe just take us through the mindset of the goal was to always to get a split here in Dallas. Or obviously, ideally 2-0, but the split is a tough building to win.
Yeah, starting on the road, you want to come out with a split, go home, take care of business. That's always the goal. And last year's you were able to get 2 on the road to start and go home and go from there. But, it's a great opportunity to come out, play a great hockey game, get a win, go home to our building. So we're certainly up to the challenge. The mood in here is great. Guys are in good spirits and just looking to go out there, have some fun, and play our game.
How much does that experience help on a situation like that?
Well, it does. There's a lot of highs and lows in playoffs, and you can be a bit of a roller coaster. And I think in here it's just, another day here, another chance to go play a hockey game, and like I said, the mood is great.
I want to ask about Zach Hyman. He's the leader in hits since the beginning of the season, and by far, are you impressed? Are you surprised to see him on?
Not surprised. He's like a bulldog out there. He skates so well. He's able to get in on forechecks, put himself in positions to get those hits, and he's a solid guy, tough guy to move around out there. But he's got that. That inner fight in him. You can see every single shift he's out there trying to get that puck back and make plays. So it's no surprise.